It is the popular saying that an healthy society is a wealthy one. On the Great Mind program, medical experts are available to provide solutions to various health challenges. You desire greatness in life. Successful men and women in the society are available on the Great Mind program to reveal to you the secrets to their greatness. The Great Mind of Nancy Oshogbo is a watch for all. Meet me on the program every Sunday between 3:30 and 4 p.m.
Happy Sunday to you all. This is another exciting moment with me, Bola Olayode, on the program The Great Mind. This episode of the program is well loaded. The events we are discussing are historical. The first one is the book launch titled Essentials of Medicine, written by 155 authors who are specialists in all aspects of medicine. While the second one is the decision being made by Osun Health Insurance Agency in collaboration with Hospital Management Board and the Ministry of Health to bring back into service the willing retired nurses and doctors to improve the health sector in Osun State.
Osun Health Insurance Agency was established in the year 2018 with the mission of providing residents in Osun State access to qualitative health care free from financial hardship by pulling funds from public-private partnership to strengthen healthcare system based on equity, integrity, transparency, and solidarity while providing regulatory oversight. It will be recalled that few days ago, Osun Health Insurance Agency, in collaboration with the State Hospitals Management Board, presented quality improvement materials and medical equipment to 16 accredited government hospitals in the state, which was the second in the efforts of the agency to improve the quality of government hospitals in the state. At that historical event, on that day, in his opening remarks, the Executive Secretary of Osun Health Insurance Agency revealed the plan of Osun Health Insurance Agency in collaboration with the Hospital Management Board and the Ministry of Health to engage willing retired medical doctors and nurses on locum basis to provide services and mentor younger medical personnel in government hospitals.
It is a truism that regardless of how sophisticated and adequate equipment and supplies may be in any service delivery organization, manpower, that is personnel, is the most critical to convert these items to service. Where the requisite manpower is lacking, these investments will be a colossal waste of scarce resources. In order to address the human resource gap documented in these facilities during the inspection for accreditation, there is an ongoing plan between the agency, the Hospital Management Board, and the Ministry of Health to engage willing retired medical doctors and nurses on local basis to provide services and mentor younger, inexperienced staff in our government hospitals, pending the time when government will be buoyant enough to employ the needed number and the mix of medical personnel on a permanent basis. We are also collaborating with the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Hospital Management Board, and the National Youth Service Corps to have 32 medical doctors and 16 nurses deployed to these accredited facilities so that at any point in time, OEs enrollees will have access to the needed personnel who will be using these materials and equipment to provide services of good quality and in a timely manner. All this will be at no additional cost to the government because the cost will be borne by the facilities from their retainable revenue under the scheme. Our goal is to position OEs accredited government hospitals to be able to compete favorably with private hospitals so that they will be able to attract more enrollees and consequently earn more revenue to ensure continuous quality improvement. In conclusion, I would like to appreciate Mr. Governor Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, who is keeping his promise to provide quality healthcare services to the good people of the state by supporting the implementation of OAs through the prompt release of the 3% government share of workers' premium, which has been the backbone of the agency and the guarantee for sustainability of Osun Health Insurance Scheme.
Professor Rasak Ayodele Adebayo is the first Vice President, Nigeria Medical Association. He has this to say about the ongoing plan between Osun Health Insurance Agency, Hospital Management Board, and the Ministry of Health to engage willing retired medical doctors and nurses.
It's a very good idea and a very good policy, at least with the way we have evaluated, because there's a dearth of medical personnel in the country present. And even the Nigerian Medical Association at the national level, I'm having a seminar on this third in Abuja. All of us will be there to look at how do we, this culture of brain drain that has affected them. When you get to most of our hospitals, our nurses, many of the doctors, they are very good. And even that was even why early in the year, the NMA together with other unions, we were even proposing that they should extend the retirement age of people in the health sector to 65, 70 years. So we didn't sit through at the council establishment. We still need to continue. If they can bring in retire, so to complement the current workforce, until now we will have initial stopgap to be able to help us in combating this dearth of medical personnel, so that the long run will be to let's improve the welfare, let's be able to do all those things that is making people to go outside the country. Let's make sure that we address them.
Dr. Ifedola Faramade and Dr. Ayode Jilamide described the plan as a welcome development, which will go a long way in improving the health sector.
I think it's a welcome idea, and it will go a long way to improve the quality of healthcare delivery system. It will be a laudable idea, a great one, to have some willing retirees to come on board. Also because it goes a long way to encourage the younger generation. There are a lot of things that the younger generation can actually learn from people who have once worked in such establishments or worked in such organizations before. And you know, this aspect of mentoring, it takes someone who have once passed through that route to be able to take you through and help you while you two are coming home. So that is the way I see it.
It's important that we find a local solution to a local problem. A local solution is to think outside of the box. Of course, there are age limits to service, but the situation we have in Nigeria is so bad that most communities are not well served. So if you are going to need to bring in people that are retired, especially if they are still fit to deliver the services, it is a welcome idea. It is a welcome idea. I think it is long overdue. In fact, some other service duties like military, sometimes we retrieve veterans that have done things already. So I mean, probably retired to one region or another, but when there is a critical need, veterans can be invited back. I think this should be done also in the health sector.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sábàlá ètò yìí lédè abínibí wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ohun tí a pẹ̀kẹ́lù lónìí ni bí àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ Hospital Management Board àti Ministry of Health láti jẹ́ pé wọ́n gba àwọn òṣìṣẹ́-fẹ̀yìntì tó jẹ́ dókítà àti nurses padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti tún ṣiṣẹ́.
Àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ni wọ́n dá sílẹ̀ ní ọdún 2018 pẹ̀lú èròǹgbà láti mú kí àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ní àǹfààní sí ètò ìlera tó péye tí kò sì mú ìnira dání nípa ìbáṣepọ̀ ìkówó sínú àpò kan náà láàárín ìjọba àti aládàáni láti lè fún ètò ìlera lókun àti agbára nínú ìṣe ìtọ́jú tí kò ní à ń sojú ṣáájú ẹnìkan pẹ̀lú àmójútó tó péye. Tí a bá rántí ní ọjọ́ mélòó kan sẹ́yìn ní àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú àtìpọ̀ àjọ tó ń ṣàbójútó àwọn ilé ìwòsàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ pípín àwọn ohun èlò fún ìdàgbàsókè ètò ìlera pẹ̀lú àwọn irinṣẹ́ fún àwọn ilé ìwòsàn mẹ́rìndínlógún tí ó jẹ́ ti ìjọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun láti mú iṣẹ́ wọn jáfáfá sí. Alága àjọ adójútòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun Ọ̀rẹ́bù Adóyè Adélakùn ṣàlàyé ìdí tí ètò náà fi wáyé.
Ìyẹn wá ní pàtàkì tó wà nílẹ̀ àwọn rò wípé ní pàtàkì àwọn ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba wọ̀nyí tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí tó wà lábẹ́ ètò tí wọ́n ń lọ àwọn yẹn ni àwa wò pé gbogbo tó bá jẹ́ pé lè wọ́n dá nǹkan dúró ká ṣe ìpèsè fún wọn òun làwa ṣe lónìí. Àwọn ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba mẹ́rìndínlógún dáadáa lóhùn láti fún wọn àwọn ọmọ yìí inú wọn sì dùn wọ́n sì ṣèlérí pé àwọn gbìyànjú láti rí pé iṣẹ́ lọ dédé lórí àwọn iṣẹ́ àwọn gbogbo tó sì jẹ́ pé wọ́n nílò tí wọ́n fi dàbẹ́ ní pé àwọn ilé ìwòsàn aládàáni nìkan lóhùn náà láti pèsè fún wọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ wọn bá tún yá àwọn míì láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún bẹ́ẹ̀.
Níbi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ mánigbàgbé ní rere náà ní akọ̀wé àgbà fún àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun dókítà Samuel Adéníyì Ọ̀gẹ́ni ti sísọ lójú ètò tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láàrin àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú àjọ tó ń ṣàbójútó àwọn ilé ìwòsàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àti ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun láti tún gba padà síṣẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́fẹ̀yìntì tó jẹ́ dókítà àti nọ́ọ̀sì tó ní ìfẹ́ láti tún ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìdàgbàsókè ètò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Àwọn ohun èlò pẹ̀lú irinṣẹ́ fún ìmúgbòòrò ètò ìlera yìí yóò jẹ́ àǹfààní ńláńlá fún àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun.
Nígbà tá a lọ ṣe ìwádìí láti mọ àwọn ilé ìwòsàn tá a máa gbà láti máa pèsè ìtọ́jú fún àwọn tí wọ́n ti forúkọ sílẹ̀ ní àjọ adójútòfò ìlera nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun yìí, a rí pé àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ kan wà tó wà ní ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba tí a ti mú láti mú wọn torí wípé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn náà ni wọ́n fẹ́ láti lọ máa gba ìtọ́jú níbẹ̀. A sì rí wípé tá bá ti ń gbà tọ́jú bó bá ṣe ń pọ̀ sí tó bá ṣe ń pọ̀ sí ni wọ́n sì ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti fi lè tọ́jú ilé ìwòsàn tí yóò tún fi wá dáa sí ju tàtẹ̀yìnwá lọ. Ìyẹn náà la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà yẹn tá fún wọn ní nǹkan tá ń pè ní provisional accreditation wípé lẹ́yìn ọdún méjì o àtúwáwò wọn bóyá ìyàtọ̀ ti dé bá wọn, ṣé wọ́n ní ọ̀nà tó fi ń pọn omi tó jẹ́ pé yàtọ̀ sí pé èyí tó wá láti ìjọba tí èèyàn bá sí tí ìjọba wá sí, ṣé wọ́n lè romi lọ́dọ̀ wọn, àbí wọ́n ní ètò iná láti pèsè iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná tó sí èyí tí ń wá láti NEPA, àbí tó yẹ pé àga láti jókòó sí àwọn èèyàn ní àga tó jọjú láti jókòó ní lórí, ṣé ní àwọn èròǹgbà láti fi máa ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò láti lè tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn bó ti tọ́ àti bó ti yẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n tá a rí pé àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ yẹn wà ń bẹ̀, akọlùpọ̀ gbogbo àwọn yẹn la kọ́lẹ̀. Ní àjọ wa oṣù mẹ́ta àwọn ilé ìwòsàn yìí wọ́n kọ àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ wípé oúnjẹ wọ́n yà wọ́n á fi ṣọwọ́ sí wa, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sì fi ṣọwọ́ sí hospitals management board náà. Àwa foríkorí àfikùnlùkù pé báwo la ṣe lè ṣe tí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí tí ó fi wà tá a fi pèsè ẹ̀ fún wọn láì ṣe pé a tún wá gbé ẹrù mi lérí ìjọba. Àwọn pé ìjọba ń gbìyànjú gbogbo ọ̀nà oríṣiríṣi ní education béèrè tiẹ̀, works béèrè tiẹ̀, housing béèrè tiẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n lọ́dọ̀ wa ní ọ̀nà tá a fi lè gbà tó yẹ pé owó tí a bá ń pa sí òṣùwọ̀n àjọ adójútòfò ìlera nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun à lè lò láti fi pèsè àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí tán nílò, tí ì ṣe pé a tún lọ wọn sọ pé ìjọba o ẹ tún mówó wá o láti lọ ra ilé láti lọ ra ilé. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ rí bẹ̀ yẹn, a rí fíríjì ń bẹ̀, a rí AC ń bẹ̀, a rí matrasi ń bẹ̀, a rí oxygen concentrator ń bẹ̀ tó fi mọ́ fún ẹ̀ lọ oxygen ní hospital tó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ pé kò sí oxygen oxygen concentrator láti afẹ́fẹ́, inú afẹ́fẹ́ ló ti máa concentrate oxygen láti máa fún yẹn tí èèpà ṣe máa gbé kìnnìkìnnì kò ẹ̀rí bẹ̀ yẹn oríṣiríṣi lè rí ẹ̀rọ àga ẹ̀rí tébù ẹ̀rí gbogbo ẹ̀. Nǹkan tó wà fún náà ni wípé kí ètò ìlera ní àwọn ilé ìwòsàn tí ó jẹ́ ti ìjọba tí a ti fòǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ wípé wọ́n máa pèsè ìtọ́jú fún àwọn tí wọ́n ní káàdì adójútòfò ìlera nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun lọ́wọ́ kí ètò yẹn kó lè máa lọ bó tó àti bó ti yẹ òun la ṣe pèsè gbogbo àwọn kan wọ̀nyẹn.
ẹni tó jẹ́ igbákejì alága àkọ́kọ́ fún àjọ àwọn dókítà onímọ̀ ìṣègùn lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà onímọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ Rasak Ayọ̀délé Adébáyọ̀ sí èròǹgbọ́kùn rẹ̀ lórí ìgbésẹ̀ tí àjọ adójútòfò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú àjọ tó ń bójútó àwọn ilé ìwòsàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun àti iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fẹ́ gbé láti tún gba padà sí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́fẹ̀yìntì tó jẹ́ dókítà àti nọ́ọ̀sì tí wọ́n bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí láti tún ṣiṣẹ́.
ní orílẹ̀-èdè báyìí à ń fèsì ìṣòro bí dókítà nọ́ọ̀sì àti wọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ bí ètò ìlera tó dé hospital wa torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ń lọ sí ilé òkèèrè láti lọ wá iṣẹ́ fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdí tó sì jẹ́ pé àjọ wa náà ti Nigeria Medical Association àti tọ̀sùnú àti ti gbogbo ti Nigeria adé ti ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ ara rẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ ní tàbẹ́sì ní tàtúrẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí kíbò láti jẹjọ́ rẹ̀ torí kò sí òṣìṣẹ́ tuntun nílẹ̀ ní gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ hospital wa ní ọjọ́ kẹta oṣù kẹrin lábújá so eléyìí tí wọ́n ṣe tó lè jẹ́ kí ìṣòro àìtó yẹn ó dínkù ní àsìkò yìí ó lè jẹ́ nǹkan tí a lè ká gbọ́ ní ẹ̀dùn tó ń ṣe bọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ṣe sọ níbi ẹgbẹ́ wa a mọ̀ pé ètò lè yanjú gbogbo ìṣòro yẹn náà ní ìgbà pípẹ́ náà ní kó kárí pé gbogbo tí ó jẹ́ kí àwọn dókítà àtàwọn nurses kí wọ́n lè máa dúró sórílẹ̀-èdè láti ìjọba pípọ̀ wá fúdúrò àti gbogbo tí Nigeria Medical Association tá à ń gbé síjọba kó so ní kékeré ètò yẹn yóò wúlò láti rí pé wàhálà yẹn ó dínkù díẹ̀.
dókítà Ìfẹ́dọ̀lá Faramade náà gbóríyìn fún àwọn tó fẹ́ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ náà ó ní yóò mú ìdàgbàsókè wá fún ètò ìlera ni.
àwọn tí wọ́n ti ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí tí wọ́n ti fẹ̀yìntì yóò ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń dìde bọ̀ láti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tó pọ̀ lára wọn nínú ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń kọ́ lára wọn yìí á ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti lè tètè làmìlaka káwọn náà lè ṣe àṣeyọrí tálákàn ń ṣe nítorí pé ìdánilójú wà fún èèyàn kan tó ti gba ọ̀nà yìí kọjá tẹ́lẹ̀ rí kó máa mú ẹni tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń dìde bọ̀ láti gba ọ̀nà náà kọjá á rọrùn gidi láti lè ṣètì jẹ́ kí àṣeyọrí kó farahàn nínú iṣẹ́ náà èrò tí mo lérò pé yóò ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ní ọ̀nà àìníye nìyẹn.
An history was made on Wednesday, March 30, 2022 at the University of Osun State, where the essential textbook of medicine was launched, which was written by 155 authors who are specialists in various aspects of medicine in Nigeria. At the epoch-making event, the mother of the day, wife of Osun State Governor Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, was represented by Mrs. Kelomo Oyebade, wife of the head of service. The special guest of honor at the event was Mrs. Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu, wife of Ondo State Governor, with the royal father in attendance by Dr. Adedokun Abolari and Royinke first, the Ogun of Okela, with other dignitaries in attendance. Among the dignitaries that joined the program online were the former governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, the chief launcher, Oba Professor Adekunle Adeogun Okoye Oyedeji, second Eburu of Iba. The citations of the authors was done by the editor-in-chief, Professor Alebiosu.
The chairperson of today. Essential Textbook of Medicine is a contemporary, comprehensive, but concise textbook of medicine authored by over 155 medical academics and researchers in various specialties in medicine. The writing of this book was inspired by the need to have a simple and student-friendly textbook of medicine to facilitate the study of medicine by medical students, not just in Nigeria, but across the globe. The book covers all aspects of medicine, including novel and emerging specialties such as travel medicine, geriatric medicine, drug and therapeutics, gender medicine, medical ethics, forensic medicine, and relevant dental specialties. The authors are all seasoned academicians and specialists in various aspects of medicine, with scientific publications in both local and international peer-reviewed journals. Excellencies, ma'am. The authors include prominent, eminent professors, former and serving vice chancellors, provosts of colleges of health sciences and medicine, medical consultants and lecturers in the various medical schools in Nigeria.
This book, as you can see, it will soon be unveiled, is presented in beautiful colors, and the points in each chapter are well outlined and easy to find. Many chapters are still very sketchy. There are some 3 chapters that you noted that span over 50 pages and have no picture or illustration. I guess that will be for improvement in the 2nd edition.
The unveiling of the work was done by Mrs. Betty Ayawu Akeredolu, wife of Ondo State Governor. In her remarks, the special guest of honor at the epoch-making event, Mrs. Betty Ayawu Akeredolu observed that the actions of the authors should motivate others intending to seek for greener pasture abroad to stay back and contribute their own quotas to the development of Nigeria.
The production of the book is timely, given that it is produced at a time when our medical professionals are deserting the country for greener pastures at an alarming rate. It is therefore hoped that this intervention will motivate practicing and upcoming medics to be likewise committed to growing medical practice in Nigeria.
The chief host at the book launch was the Vice Chancellor of Osun State University, Professor Odunayo Clement Adeboye.
There are so many things that we have that several countries in the world don't have. But we are missing it somewhere. And I'm praying, and some of us are praying very seriously, and combining it with the works of our hands and the intellect that God has given us to ensure that we put this nation on the right track.
As invited dignitaries in attendance and those who joined online launched the book, The Essential Textbook of Medicine, the mother of the day, Mrs. Kafayat Oyetola, wife of Osun State Governor, who was represented by the wife of the head of service, Mrs. Kikelomo Oyebade, and the royal father of the day, Oba Dr. Aidokun and Paulani Dioronko of Okela, were not also left out.
The researchers, the workers, the writers, they have done a great job, and I say kudos to them. More grace. God bless you. Before I leave, I want to charge our students, and I want to please tell you that every day, especially in the morning, say something. My daughter used to say that at graduation university. Nigeria will be great during my own time. Please echo it along with me.
The greatness of Nigeria, some of us will have seen. As a legal practitioner, living in Abuja before I became the Ogun in Okeyama. And I tell you, I've seen the greatness in the land. And I just pray that the Lord Almighty will open our eyes and see the beauty in this country. And I pray that our children will exploit the greatness in this land and use it to control the world.
The chairman of the book launch committee, Professor Patient Olayinka Akinwose, who is among the authors of Essential Textbook of Medicine, has this to say.
Issue of motivation, we want to thank the Lord God Almighty, because Without him, we are nothing. And without him, we cannot do anything. So when Professor Christopher Olutayo Alebiosu came up with the idea, let's gather together and do this, we all supported, reached out to our colleagues outside Osun State University in various specialties of medicine. So it's not just internal medicine alone that the book covers. It covers internal medicine, psychiatry, laboratory medicine, community medicine, gender issues, and a host of other things, genetics, ethics, name it. So it covered all those, and we are very happy today that we came up with this book. We didn't know it would be this big.
First Vice President, Nigeria Medical Association, Professor Rasak Ayodele Adebayo, is also one of the authors of the book, Essential Textbook of Medicine.
The textbook of medicine that are written by Nigerians based on their research and clinical experience, so that it will be very adaptive not only to the whole general global world, but to the medical practice in Nigeria and Africa. That's why over 150 of us came together to be able to put this book together.
Dr. Oyebisi Oyekunle is a medical practitioner in Lagos. He is also among the authors of the book, Essential Textbook of Medicine.
Those textbooks are not really grounded in tropical medicine in terms of diseases that are commoner in this our environment. There has been various efforts by different authors, but this one is superb because it combines all intellectuals from all over the country. 150 something authors.
With that, we are ending this week's edition of the program, The Great Mind. Next Sunday is another date, God willing. Till then, stay blessed.